where people are looking for ways that they can experience freedom in their time, freedom in their finances, and the ability to do what they want, when they want, and how they want to do it. So once again, my name is Dr. China Bethley. I am the founder of Rich University, and we have a very simple mission to impact nations and generations around the world. Our goal is to reach 1 million families and to share with them what I like to call hidden wealth secrets. Now, the way we do this is through relationships. Somebody invited you to this call because you have a relationship with them, whether it's a personal relationship and it's a relative or a friend of yours, or whether you guys know each other via social media. Somebody was able to let you know that this information was now available to you, and we welcome you. The second thing is results. Results are very important. People are winning inside of this space, turning pennies into dollars, dollars into hundreds, and hundreds into thousands of dollars right from a device that you may be watching me on right now, whether it be your cell phone, your iPad, your computer. People are able to leverage technology and make money as well as earn residual income. Now, what do? We actually provide to you an elite level of education and information. We give you what I like to call hidden wealth secrets. And so when I break this information down to you over the next 20 minutes, it's going to open up the minds of some of you. And I want you to ask yourself this question: are you really open minded? Are you open minded? Just think for a moment. Are you the type of person when new ideas and concepts that have proven results are provided and new opportunities are presented, do you move toward it or do you usually run from it? This is a question that you want to ask yourself on the front end. Why? Because what I'm going to share with you right now might be a different school of thought from what you were taught. What I'm going to share with you right now might challenge your original ideas and concepts about money. But what I can tell you is this: the information that I'm going to share with you is elite level of education and information, the type of education and information that most people have never ever been privy to. Most people are exposed to the public level of education and information that's free for all, that usually is designed for them to become an employee. Our educational system, specifically here in North America, is designed for people to actually get a job to become an employee. So what is going to happen to eradicate that idea and that school of thought to allow you to have total freedom and time? Now, with that being said, here at Rich University, we're not down on education. We provide you education. We're not down on employment. We just believe that you need more than just employment to really experience freedom. We want to share with you 3 levels of education and information: the public level, the private level, and the elite level. The public level, being free for all, usually is designed for the people who gain that information to become employees because they don't understand that there's levels. The private level, though it gives you a little bit more, there's still no guarantees. And what that simply means is that even if you've gotten private school information and education, there's no guarantee that with that degree that you're going to be successful or earn a certain amount of money or even work in a particular field in which you've been able to get that degree. Now, the elite level of education and information is a little bit different. There is no qualification besides you must be born into it. You must be connected into the wealth of the bloodline, where it's just flowing through the bloodline. The wealth information and knowledge that we give you are hidden wealth secrets. And so when you look at this cash flow quadrant to the left, it shows you specifically that 95% of the world's population is on the left side of money, fighting over 5% of the wealth. There is something significantly wrong with this. Why? Because the foundation in which people make decisions come from how they are educated. So here in Rich University, we want to disrupt what you may have been taught so that you can get to the right side of money, what 95% of the world's wealth is, and only 5% of the world's population is able to benefit from the abundance of wealth and overflow. And so with that being said, on the left side of money, you have your employees that make up 60% and those that are self-employed that make up 35%. Nothing wrong with anybody being in any one of these quadrants. What's very important, though, is that you identify where you are and where you want to be. When you are an employee, you are working for a system, exchanging your time for money, usually with not a whole lot of time to do the things that you want to do. Now, when you are self-employed, now you've stepped up a bit. Now you go from having a boss to being the boss. The challenge is you are now working for money and usually are limited on your time to really, really enjoy it. Who's in that quadrant? Your doctors, your lawyers, lawyers, your hairstylists, many people that we know and respect are in all of these quadrants. But what I want to do is introduce you to the right side of money, where business owners live. The significant difference about the business owners is that they have a system that's working for them. Meanwhile, the employee is working for a system. And so when you have a system that's working for you, you can still earn income even in your absence. Becoming an investor is the ultimate goal. Why? Because when you become an investor now, you are in the top 1% of the world where your money is working for you. Now, listen, it doesn't really matter how much money or how little money you have. It's about the information in which you apply to get to a point of growth and significance. So the top 1% of the world, they actually have money working for them. So let me break it down again. Employees are working for a system. Self-employed people are working for money. Business owners have systems that work for them. Investors have money that work for them. And what you're going to see over the next few moments is going to put you in a position to be on the right side of money, to make a decision today that could absolutely change your life. So what do we offer here in Rich University? We offer you an opportunity to gain mentorship inside of a private community where people just like you all over the world and over 120 countries have access to a private community where they're learning amongst their peers, elite level of education and information, hidden wealth secrets that nobody would come and share with you. We give you several different academies, like our Forex Academy, our digital currency academy with cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, our high frequency academy with binary options. We even show you how to develop an online business by leveraging a Forex franchise. We have Tokyo, China, which is the trading concept for the busy professional that's always on a go, as well as the nightclub that gives you the FX, crypto, and high frequency community where you can trade inside of an environment with people who didn't even know what trading was prior to this opportunity. We even give you a guide with our Rich University trading plan. Now, what is Forex? Forex is actually an abbreviation. It stands for foreign exchange. It is the exchange of one currency for another, giving you an opportunity to buy when the market is low. And when the market goes up, guess what? You make money. And it gives you an opportunity to sell when the market is high. And when the market goes down, you make money. It's absolutely amazing. And it puts you in a winning position to benefit whether the economy is up or down. This is the largest financial market in the world. This is not the stock market. Unlike the stock market, if you have invested into 401ks and IRAs and all of your retirement is connected to the stock market and it drops, most people get really, really nervous. We're living in a time right now where people are losing their retirement because they didn't even know that this market existed, or they don't know how to drive this financial instrument to better their situation. This is a $6.7 trillion daily market. Wrap your mind around that for a moment. There's 12 zeros in a trillion. $6.7 trillion a day is moved inside of this market. Why? Because we're talking about the money market, the US dollar against the Japanese yen, the euro against the Great British pound, the currencies that are being accumulated and circulated around the world. Now you have access to this global market, the most liquid market in the world that operates 24 hours a day, 5 days a week from your cell phone. Listen, we're living in 2020 where people are operating most everything in their life from their cell phone, a smart device that they can literally download an app and have access to a car pulling up in front of their door, download an app to have whatever they want to buy on the internet to pull up in front of their door, download apps on your phone that allow you to even exchange money from one person to the next because of Cash App. Well, how can you grow money from an app on your phone? We have the solution here in Rich University. The same solution that central banks have had access to for centuries, financial institutions like your hedge funds and high net worth individuals. So when I tell you that Rich University is providing you elite level of education and information, it's no secret and it's nothing new. It's just new to most of you. Now, this is our partner company, I Am Mastery Academy. I'm extremely honored to be alongside Christopher Terry, the CEO of I Am Mastery Academy, because this gentleman is a genius. He developed software, multi-million-dollar banking software, and gave it to the masses of people. He took what was available only on Wall Street and he brought it to Main Street, making it affordable and available to the masses of people around the world. I Am Mastery Academy is the #1 Forex and cryptocurrency educational platform in the world. Christopher Terry, the CEO, has 30 years of experience inside of this space, knowing the ins and outs, the market trends. He understands wealth cycles and has now been able to bring this to the masses by making it affordable and available. He's alongside his beautiful wife, Isis Delatorre, who also has an extensive background on Wall Street. And so now, when we tell you about the elite level of education and information, we're talking about inside education and information that usually you will probably have to spend $10,000-$20,000 just to maybe have a weekend session. This company was founded back in 2013, and actually today we celebrate the 7th year anniversary. This is the 7th birthday of I Am Mastery Academy, July 4th, because he wanted to bring forth freedom to the world. Operating in 120 countries around the world and totally debt-free are some of the most significant factors that I look for in partnering with the company. So this is my husband and I, alongside Chris and Isis, my husband, Mr. Logic Mix, who you'll hear a lot more about in just a moment. So what makes us so significant? It's our private community, a community that gives you great mentorship, great support, that allows you to come in and experience a hand-holding experience so you don't feel like you're alone. You're not alone. Most people have never heard of the term Forex until they join our community. If you're listening in right now, and this is a new concept for you and you're still working to wrap your head around it, it's okay. Most of us, when we said yes to Forex, we had never even heard of it before. In fact, I was blessed to make my first million before I was 30 years old. But when I was introduced to Forex, it was my first time even hearing about this. I questioned if I was going to have the time as a busy mom and a wife. I questioned if I was going to have the mental capacity to learn something that seems so sophisticated. And I questioned whether or not I even had the desire. That was only because I did not understand the benefits of this extremely lucrative market. Here, I was being presented something that billion-dollar people had access to for centuries. And I thought for a second that I had the audacity to choose whether or not I wanted to do it. Listen, if you're on this call right now and you're not investing your money and your money is not making money for you and you're not earning interest on your money and you have a family, a responsibility, a legacy to build, a dynasty to create, I don't believe any of us is in a position to push this to the side because we finally made it to an opportunity that gives you access to the top 1%. So what we provide to you is engagement, knowledge, and information, support, love, live events, online events, as well as recognition. People are being recognized all over the world just for deciding to do something that's uncommon, so that they can become a point of contact to nations and generations around the world. You have a story, and when someone sees you winning inside of this space, all we ask is that you would share your story with others so that others will be blessed as well. Now, how do we support you? We support you inside the nightclub. Here is a picture of my husband, Mr. Logic Mix, who is the founder of the Rich University Nightclub. He provides to you live mentorship and mindset training. What we find to be most significant on this journey to success is that the paradigm shift that you have to have in the mind is the most important shift that you will have to make. So you get live mentorship and mindset training, live trading sessions with Forex, cryptocurrency weekends, and high frequency Forex. And so from your cell phone, your iPad, or your laptop, you get to download the Money app and live in real time inside of a session with Mr. Logic Mix, literally 7 days a week, you have an opportunity to literally make money inside of the market. This is absolutely priceless. No one is providing you the level of intense support for you to win inside of this market like Mr. Logic Mix is. The next thing that's really starting to become a phenomenon around the world, people are talking about Tokyo, China. You may be here because someone was talking about Tokyo, China. Tokyo, China is an amazing trading concept. an idea that was given by God that allows you to trade one time a night. What I can tell you is that most people who have been exposed to the Forex market usually sees the Forex market as something that's going to consume all of their time, where they're going to be looking at charts and graphs and being overwhelmed by numbers and graphs. And listen, here's the reality. That's not what we're doing with Tokyo China. One of the most significant reasons that we developed Tokyo China was for the busy professional, the mom who's on the go, the dad who has so much going on that he ordinarily would not have had the time, the pastor who knows that he wants to provide more to fulfill the vision that God is showing him, but he does not know how. Tokyo China allows you to put in one trade that takes less than 5 minutes to enter the trade 3 to 4 times a week when the market looks good. That gives you a 300 pip move. Guys, this has absolutely changed the game and is creating a phenomenon throughout the world. Now, this is an exclusive trading concept. Only inside of Rich University will you have access to Tokyo China that's been developed by Tokyo Pips and myself, hence the name Tokyo China. Now, what does it take to get started? I know by now you have questions. More importantly, you know that this is something that you cannot miss out on. Getting started is as simple as choosing a package. Invest into your financial future. Give yourself the ability to have the time freedom and the financial freedom that you deserve to be able to do what you want when you want. For the cost of a cup of coffee a day, you can say yes to Forex. No more is it $20,000 to get started with this elite level of education and information. No more is it the type of money that you paid for your traditional university that gave you private education that you still may not be leveraging and using today. But for the price of a cup of coffee a day, you will have continued access to our amazing academies. 234 one time gives you access to the Forex Academy that teaches you the ins and outs of Forex, that teaches you with hundreds of videos available, hundreds of educational instructors available for you to choose and customize your experience. We also have binary options. If you're hearing about high frequency Forex, it is sweeping the nation right now, giving you an opportunity to simplify your Forex experience, your high frequency experience with binary options. We provide that to you as well. We also provide to you the cryptocurrency education. Many of you are hearing about Bitcoin, but you may not know what it is. How would you like to have videos that break down very simplistically what is cryptocurrency? What's the history of it? How do you maximize inside of these markets? And what's the best way for you to win? We even provide you an opportunity to have access to all three of our academies for just $324 one time. So you choose what's best for you. $234 one time for our individual academies, or $324 one time for all of the academies combined. Today is the Freedom Day. Now it's time for you to let freedom ring. $174 a month for the monthly, or $274 a month for the elite. Now, we do provide you a scholarship. What we recognize is because most people have not gained the knowledge or insight about the value, the immense value inside of this market, they may not understand fully why it's so amazing that it's affordable for them to even have access. And so we give you a scholarship that allows you to refer 2 students and you get your tuition waived. So your $174 monthly will then be waived because you will simply earn a scholarship for helping us move toward our mission. We're excited that we could waive that $174 simply because you know 2 other people that want to download a money app on their phone, turn pennies into dollars, dollars into hundreds, and hundreds into thousands of dollars right from the comfort of their phone. You know, when I think about the current situation, a lot of people are in times or experiencing things that we could have never even imagined. Well, what I do know is that if you have a cell phone and if you have internet, then you can still trade inside of the market. It is recession proof and it is crisis proof. And we're excited to give you this opportunity. Now, if you remember the slide that I talked about when I told you what we did as we provided you elite level of education and information, there were 2 sides that I broke down when we talked about the cash flow quadrant. The left side of money, where your employees are, and those that are self-employed. Now, majority of you on this call are probably going to come from the school of thought of the left side of money. Now, I don't have to know you personally to know that. Statistics shows me, the data is there, that most people were taught to think a certain way. Only 5% of you probably are coming here with your business caps on. So for the next 2 minutes, I want to go over, spending only 2 minutes over what you gain access to if you decided to help us in our mission to impact 1 million families. But before I do that, I want to check to see if we have at least two testimonies on a call, maybe just about 60-second testimonies on how saying yes to Forex with Rich University has changed your life. If you can come on really quick, unmute, state your name, let us know your testimony. We would love to hear from you. Go right ahead. We see some members here in the Rich family. We would love to hear your testimonies.
Hey, Dr. China, this is Kawana, Miss Pretty Rich. How you doing?
I'm amazing. Thanks so much, Kawana. We love to hear your testimony. Go right ahead.
Hey, guys, my name is Kawana, Miss Pretty Rich, and I said yes to Forex in January of this year. I said yes to Forex not knowing anything about it. Dr. China and I had the privilege of giving her first share when she entered into the beauty industry a long time ago. And to fast forward real quickly, I saw her on a platform with a lot of influential people, Dr. Joel Tankard. I just really wanted to simply tell her thank you. Look at her. I see her, how amazing she's doing, how God has really blessed her. She reached back out to me. She told me thank you so much for acknowledging her. She told me that that the blessing wasn't just for her, it was for her job was to bless other people. So I then went on to ask her what it was that she did. She told me it was Forex. I was like, okay, so what is that? So she told me Forex. She said, do you have an app with you? I said, yes, I do. A cell phone, rather. I'm sorry. I said, yes, I do. She said, download this app for me. She gave me a couple of numbers to put in. I inputted those numbers in. She was like, what color is it? I told her it was blue. She said, okay, close it out. What the number said, I told her maybe $26. Can't really know, but I know I made money. So she said, girl, you just made you some money. I was like, oh my God. Okay, so, sign me up. How do I sign up? I then went on to sign up. Guys, I traded in my demo account for 3 weeks. I went live the last week in January. I funded my account with $1,000. And when I tell you in 19 days, I made $2,700. I was totally amazed, and I made $2,700 on knowing nothing about Forex. So thank you, Dr. China, for even inboxing me back, letting me know what it was that you was doing, and to doing God's job and reaching back for your people and helping us be financially free. So, guys, I say yes to Forex, and you should too.
Wow, that's an amazing, amazing testimony. Congratulations. That is astonishing that you're able to see that kind of success. How was she able to make that kind of money with limited knowledge and information? It was because of the community. We know that most people, when they get started, they're not going to know what Forex is. So we provide to you community activities that will allow you to earn and learn. So as you're learning how to trade in the market, you're earning because of our experience in the market and providing you quality information. Let's do one more, about 30 seconds. Who else do we have that would love to share a testimony to the listeners that are on? Go ahead and unmute your phone and come in. Any other testimonies out there? I know some of you are with family, may be loud in the background, but feel free to unmute and share your 60-second testimony. All right, guys, for the sake of time, I know some people may be running and scrambling to get to a quiet place. Let's go ahead and just keep going. So here we have, guys, the scholarship, right? We know that we have the scholarship, but for those of you that really want to go the extra mile, someone like Kawana, after experiencing that great blessing, especially in a time like this, will see the immense value of not just keeping that to herself, but sharing it with other people. And when you decide to partner with us and be a part of our mission to impact nations and generations around the world because of your experience, you can actually learn while you're still refer and earn while you're still learning inside of this space. And so when you decide to share with someone, whether it be to go beyond the scholarship, now you're going to get to become a business partner of ours, one of our digital entrepreneurs, where you get to earn $25 to $50 from every successful conversation that you have with our help. In fact, if you invite someone back here today at the 3 o'clock hour Eastern Standard Time, at the top of the hour, we're going to be doing this again, and they can hear this information and make a decision to join. That can help you get your scholarship or help you to become, start your own home-based business today and become a digital entrepreneur. So we do have a compensation plan in place for those that are on the right side of money. Business-minded people and investors will see the great value in this segment. So I'm going to spend about 30 seconds breaking down to you what you would get if you decided to tap into the mission with us to impact nations and generations around the world to reach 1 million customers and 1 million families. So basically, when you have a team of three, you will be earning $150 a month simply by sharing it with other families that you could bless. When you have a team of 12, you'll make $600 a month. A team of 30, you'll make $1,000 a month. A team of 75, you'll make $2,000 a month. But we pay you out every single week. Every Friday is payday when you're a part of our community. When you have a team of 225, you're making $5,000 a month. Now, we don't expect that you would go and get 225 people on your own. When you share this with a few people, they will naturally see the value of the community and share with a few people as well. And now you're building a global distribution line, thinking like a boss. When you have a team of 500 people, you're now at a six-figure income, making $10,000 a month in residual income, not the bonus money, not the trading money, just the residual component alone. I would be remiss if I did not share with you the residual component, because Rich University is based on relationships, results, and residual. So start your home-based business today. Become a digital entrepreneur. We said yes to Forex. We believe you should too. So welcome to the family. We encourage you to get back to the person that invited you to the call. Let them know what you like most about what you heard, and go ahead and say yes to Forex. At the top of the next hour, we will be here with another Freedom Call. You don't want to miss it. We want to see you there. God bless you guys. We'll see you soon.